only interested in dragging me around. Spending money, I got plenty, but you on my arm, I'm feeling not 20. So you got the looks, you got the class, you're 1 in a million of coins to your cat. You're only interested in dragging me around. Told mama that I was in love. Listen up and be careful, my son. Don't count your chickens till they hatch. Don't put all your legs aside.
We are Girls, Guns, and Glory. We're a band that's based right here in Boston, Massachusetts. Play a mix of music from early rock and roll and traditional country music, a lot of that classic country sound, and the early rockabilly stuff comes into the music we make. I like to think of it as generally speaking American music. What do you think there, Chris?
Well, yeah.
Pressure's on.
The term Americana has been used a lot, maybe overused, but that would definitely kind of sum up what we do. I guess, if you're going to look at it historically, the 50s would be kind of where we're at, We're looking at, Hank Williams, Chuck Berry, looking at Johnny Burnett, things like that, everything from rockabilly to classic country.
The Roots.
But then also we listen to a lot of, other kinds of rock and roll, like the Stones. And I think a lot of your writing kind of comes from all those places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sweet as the morning, well, tell me true. Are you looking at me the same way I'm looking at you? Or do you see through me? Oh, my darling, I must confess, I'm born to lose. 'Cause I've been going wild like the river runs. I'm afraid that this rambling has only just begun. In a trail of destruction, there's always a shore to follow. That's the way this river runs. Simple wants and simple thoughts, I'm on my speed. And a belt that sports a serpent's bell. It's truly all I need. snakeskin leather belt was true to life. The rodeo buckle with a horseshoe and a Bronco that's so old it's lost its shine. No, I don't want no satin robes or fancy clothes. With a snakeskin belt and boots to match, I'm as happy as you'll ever find me.
Chris joined the band about 3 years ago, and we've been touring steady pretty much ever since. Actually, his first tour was to go down to South by Southwest and do some of the longest drives we've ever had to do. And wound up meeting Chris in Boston in the local scene. He was actually like a friend of a friend. He came over, you know, we ran some tunes together. He lied to me, told me he knew country music and that he had all the right equipment. And it was the best lie he ever told because I believed him. And, you know, I thought it was weird he had all this jazz gear, you know, because most country guys don't play that stuff. And sure enough, he showed up at the next rehearsal with stickers and tags on all of his equipment. And you know.
Well, I wanted to see if I got the gig before I bought, you know, the Telecaster and the tube amp and all that stuff. So I did the audition first, and if I got the gig, I said, well, then I'll go buy the appropriate guitar. But at the time, I just told him that I was on my way to a gig, and that I only had I had a jazz box, so I had to do the audition on that because logistically it made sense. Sorry I lied to you, buddy.
Oh, that's
but,
all right. That's
you
all
know.
right. You know,
And then-
sometimes you got to stretch the truth.
But then after that, you know, knowing that I had the gig, I just I've got to work, doing my homework, still doing my homework, and enjoying it very much. Just learning everything I can from records. You know, I also played bluegrass guitar in my 20s, so it wasn't totally unfamiliar. I just had to get different emphasis on different things.
This old house could stand for one more year. Foundations caving in, the screens have all blown off. This old house could be a testament to love and memory, could hold a young man's dream. This old house is just a shrine, all the things I left behind, teenage love. Now the house just creaks. My key won't fit the door. I try to come here anymore. One last look before I head on down the street. This old house from my mind can never leave. This old house will stand for one more year. Pain and patience were in thin. Too many things should be replaced. If flood waters should rise, this old house cannot hide from the waves, relentless band and chase. This old house is just a shrine. I can live with it just fine. Life moves on when it's past its peak. The floorboards still stand, played with my father's hands, scuffed and worn by 1,000 people's feet. This old house, from my mind, can never leave. As a boy I used to stand out in the backyard, catching minnows with a bottle on the string. They call me in for dinner with a bucket in my hand. I'd come running to count the fish in my bucket. Now those minnows have turned to paper that needs initials. You need reshaping, 'cause pretty fingers need pretty diamond rings. Can never leave.
We find that in Europe, when we play the truly American roots type of music, we get a lot more response from the audience. It's almost like they know the music better than a lot of our own.
I would say a quicker response.
Yeah,
It's almost like an immediate, realization or acceptance of this style of music, where America's definitely coming around to it, which is funny because the music originated here, and I think it's getting more and more popular by the day, it seems. But it's funny. That's a real interesting thing. I mean, starting to do this music, 7 or so years ago here in Boston, there was a handful of groups, and mainly people that I would say age 40 and above, that loved it, understood it, and played it. And now it's hard to find a band in the city that doesn't involve, country or something with twang or that early rock sound. And bluegrass, has taken off too. All close cousins to one another, but that stuff has really grown in Boston and beyond. I mean, all over the country. And in Europe, for some reason, it's almost like it never fell out of fashion. Like, we first toured over there, I think 3 years ago, and day one, as soon as that sound hit people's ears, they just reacted to it, with dancing and moving and excitement. And here in the States, I think it's taken a little longer for this music to find its way back, onto people's iPods, or I should say back onto their record players.
It's definitely being played more over there too. I remember this one time when we were in Spain. I think we was in Vigo, right? After our show, which was, every time you play in Spain, it's like the rock and roll heaven. People are going crazy and, just dancing and everything. But then we went out that night around town, different bars and stuff. And a lot of the bars we went into were playing Johnny Cash, like literally on the radio, like not on the radio, but on the speakers. People were dancing in bars to American roots music.
People were twisting the night away. It was like,
and I mean,
it's crazy.
When do you see that here? When you go out here, it's electronic music, it's dance club music. But in Spain, at least for that one night, we were walking around listening to our favorite music being enjoyed by the masses at bars. I mean, that's a very special thing. I felt very at home there, actually.
All my tears and jars, the roots are left filled up with human rays, and nothing can grow in the garden that I plant. Hope and rose, sow them seed the pain. Ain't got no more but a pain in my stomach and a mouth that just chews up the words. I wish it was you that was holding on to spoiled stocks locked inside my brain. I hear your voice as I come on down the stairs. Clear your throat and hang the phone up as soon as tight fit. The quiver in your voice lets me know that you're scared. And anxious as hell to get the hell out of here. Sitting on my tears in jars, roots of love filled up with human rain. Nothing can grow in the garden that I plant. Hold them rows, sow them seeds of pain. Years ago we were lovers, years ago we were cool. All the years have done is make me whole fool. On the floor in tatters, Valentine for you. It don't make sense to read it, words have become untrue. Hit it, boy! Jars, her roots are left filled up, feeling red. Nothing can grow in the garden that I plant. Hope them rows, sow them seeds of pain. Thank you. Just like to introduce this song a little bit. We feel very lucky that we got to go to New York and make an upcoming album with Roscoe from the Del Lords. We've been fans for a long time, and Roscoe actually was incredibly patient as all the pieces got put in place to get us to New York and then to record and then go home, think about things for a while, and then go back and finish that album. And he stuck with us for about a year and a half through a lot of contract negotiating and a bunch of stuff, but we were so thrilled to actually get the opportunity to make it happen. And this is one of the songs that's going to be on the upcoming album. The album's called Good Luck. Actually just got mastered yesterday, and hopefully have some copies to get out very, very soon. And there's a love song that got on there called All the Way Up to Heaven, All the Way Down to Hell. All the way up to heaven, all the way down to hell. I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. All the way up to heaven, all the way down to hell. I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. And I feel I'm getting closer. I spoke out to the air. You know, the further I'm away from you, the more I think I care. All the way up to heaven, all the way down to hell. I own every star up in the sky above the place I dwell. What keeps a body going holds a train to the track. Are the answers in a love song that'll always bring you back. This here is my lover's prayer. You know I'm sending it out to you. In the things that I make up for, I'll weigh everything you do. All the way up to hell. when you said you could be a little rough with me. I nearly lost my head. I've been watching you so long, stayed away out of the crowd. I thought you'd never cast your eyes on me. But these encounters start so quiet. The silence could start a riot. Oh, my Marianne, it's more than I can stand. You for sure, you better use your man. Now I have my life of peace, for your secret's safe with me. You're satisfied by every meal. Beat it out until it feels right. Scream it out into the moonlight. You're begging anyone out there to hear. These encounters start so quiet. The silence could start a riot. Oh, my Marianne, it's more than I can stand. You for sure, you better use your man. You for sure, you better use your man. Oh, my Marianne, it's more than I can stand. You for sure, you better use your man. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate it.
You know, that's what separates one band from another is you know, what is that band bringing to the stage, and what is an audience, you know, member, you know, take away from that experience. I think we really do try to create like an all-inclusive show, you know, that does create, you know, a primal feeling. You know, I mean, we want the audience on their feet dancing, and if you're not dancing, you know, and you choose to sit, I hope people are appreciating it, you know, from their seat, in a way that maybe is elevating their heartbeat a little bit, or getting them feeling good and excited. And
Yeah, I think we want to appeal to that the primal sense of music, but also we have extra. I feel like we have extra layers in our music too, where it can also fit into a listening situation. I feel like that's what kind of gives us a good edge, frankly, is that, you know, not only can you rock out with Girls, Guns, and Glory, but, you know, you can be a little introspective, or you can listen to some more intricacies musically, because I think the guys in the band are capable of those extra layers, you know, to give our sound some extra dimension.
Nothing's all I got. Getting to you, you don't want no more. I got the money, I got the love. Nothing means nothing. Push comes to shove, you're only interested in dragging me right. Spend money, I got plenty. You on my arm, I'm feeling up 20. So you got the looks, you got the class.